and welcome back to my channel. So this video is actually the first video in a brand new series I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel. I'm going to informally call it Tuesday Testing because every Tuesday you can come back and find me reviewing and putting a new makeup item to the test. I'm really excited about this kind of new series. It's something that I kind of do behind the scenes anyway, so I thought I would just film it and I can kind of tell you about new products, whether they're good, whether you like them, and if it's applicable, I'll put them like to wear tests and stuff like that. I kind of did that on one of my last videos with the Lush Slapstick Foundation review, so I'll leave that down below, but it's kind of going to be in the same vein as that, basically telling you whether a product is good or not, but also, even if I don't like it, letting you know who else it could be good for, because just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for you. So yeah, it's just going to be all about new products, and you know you can come back every Tuesday and see something brand new. So I'm not going to waffle too much, and I'm going to get straight into this week's review. So this week's review is of this. This is the new Clarins foundation. This is the Clarins Skin Illusion Natural Hydrating Foundation. And I say new with a pinch of salt because even though this is a new foundation for 2018, it's actually a reformulated version of an old Clarins foundation, which was very, very popular, so it's no wonder they've kind of given it a reinvigoration for 2018. The old foundation was all about hydration and radiance and all that good stuff, and so is the new one. So if you were a fan of that, you may like this as well, or if you just like radiance enhancing, hydrating foundations in general, you too may like this. So I'm quickly just going to run through some facts that you might want to know about the foundation. This is what it looks like. This is the glass bottle. The bottle is actually made from recycled glass, which is good stuff. It comes with this pipette, like dropper, which I really, really love. And each pipette full is meant to be the amount of formula that you need to cover your entire face. What else would you want to know? You would want to know that the texture, like I said, is very liquidy. They describe it as a foundation serum. That's probably because it's got a lot of like skin nourishing ingredients in there. In terms of finish, I obviously haven't used it yet, but I'm going to in a minute. They describe it though as quite fresh, dewy, natural. It's meant to let your skin shine through, but be a kind of second skin. So if you like a matte formula, probably isn't for you, and if you want something very high coverage or you have quite problematic skin and prefer to cover that up, this might not be for you. I'm hoping it's going to be quite buildable, but I'm not expecting, you know, full coverage like double wear or something like that. I don't think that's what this is meant to be, but hopefully it just gives a very natural, fresh, healthy skin result. So now maybe for a boring part, but I personally find ingredients in foundation really interesting, and I like to know what's going on my skin. So for any of you that do want to know about ingredients, this is for you really quickly. And if I look down, it's because I've written them down. So for radiance, you've got red Jania extract and light optimizing complex. So that's going to really help, I hope, to make a really glowy result. For hydration, there's organic leaf of life extract. So that's all meant to work together to give you that lovely dewy base. And yeah, I think the reason a lot of people are really excited about this is because Clarins is really known for their, I was going to say foundation, no, they're really known for their skincare. So they've got like 60 years of plant-based oil expertise. That's the kind of thing they're pushing at the moment. So hopefully this is going to be really a good thing for my skin and something really lovely I'm hoping to wear every single day. So I think that's everything I've covered to talk about. You know about the texture, you know about the finish, or what I hope will be the finish, you know about the ingredients, you've seen the bottle. Oh yeah, one thing I'll quickly add is SPF 15 is in this formula, so you will get a light UV protection. However, one thing I did notice that you didn't have SPF protection in all of the 22 shades, which I should have said, there's 22 shades. So I would just be wary when you're placing your order to see the bottle of the foundation you're picking, because it will say SPF 15 if it has SPF 15. I think it was a lot of the darker shades that didn't have the SPF. I think that might be due to formula, because SPF can alter the formulation. So just be wary of that. Now I'm going to shut up and you will see me kind of putting this to the test on my skin. So I brought you in a little bit closer because I'm going to be applying it now. I filled my little pipette. Here we go. And I'm going to just be putting it onto my Real Techniques buffing brush. I've got moisturiser on my skin, but I haven't put a primer or anything on because I just want to see what it's like on its own. I love the texture of it actually. It's very watery. The smell is really beautiful actually. It slightly smells perfumed, but I wouldn't have imagined there is a fragrance in there. I don't know, I didn't see that it had a perfume actually, but the scent is really, really lovely. So hopefully that's just a natural scent. I'll try and find out and pop it in the comments just to let you know if it's fragrance free. I'm wearing shade 109 if I hadn't mentioned it. Do you know what? It's an okay match actually. I think it's a bit more on the pink side than I thought it was going to be. But it's covering my skin really nicely. It's definitely given me that fresh, kind of glowy, dewy look. I personally love it. If you're a bit oilier, you might like it. It depends what you want from your foundation. Basically, if you want matte, this isn't it. But if you just want like a fresh, dewy glow, then this is doing a great job at it. I think personally, I want a little bit more than one pipette full, so I am going to take a little bit more. Just a little bit more, just to do my forehead, because I left that out. Just down my neck. Yeah, I actually really like this. It's blending into my skin so beautifully because I think it's because of that really hydrating formula. Yeah, I really like it. But it's not too, to be honest, when I first read about it, when it was like, all I saw was words like serum, hydrating, fresh, I did think, oh, I don't want it to look wet. But I don't think it does. It's definitely not wet. It's kind of just makes your skin look really plump and really healthy, which I guess is what they're aiming for. And to be honest, it's not taking hardly any like blending effort because of that liquid texture. It's kind of just smoothing and into my skin. I would say maybe like absorbing into my skin, which I'm not too worried about because of all those like nice ingredients. You're not worrying about that then. There we go, I think that quite blended. What do we think? I'm looking down into the camera and my skin looks very even. It covered any redness. To be honest, I don't have blemishes. Well, I've got remnants of blemishes all over my face, but I don't have any kind of imperfections really going strong at the moment. But I think it's really evened out my complexion. It's worked into my skin really well. I don't feel like it's sitting on my skin. It feels so lightweight and comfortable. It smelled really nice. I'm really happy with it. I really think it's lovely. I don't know if I'd wear it going out, just because I really like to have something a bit more full coverage. But for day-to-day wear and on the weekends, I think I would definitely love wearing this. But for me, the wear test is always the important thing because I don't want to reapply foundation. Who does? You want to apply it once and then be done with it. So I've just done the rest of my makeup and it worked really well in my routine. It worked with all my other formulas. I use a lot of powder and cream formulas and it just worked really well. It just felt like my skin with just skincare on, to be honest. And yeah, I think my skin looks really lovely and glowy and dewy and all the great stuff. So yeah, it gets a really big thumbs up at this point in the review for me. The next clips you're going to see are probably going to be on my phone because I'm going to be on the go. I'm going to kind of update you in maybe like 3 hours and then update you right at the end of the day, all about the foundation and how it's kind of wearing. So yeah, the next clip is going to be me in the future. So I've been wearing the foundation for a couple of hours now and it's looking really good actually. It's wearing really well. I think it's been like 2.5 hours or something. And yeah, it's not really moving that much. It's kind of working with my skin. I do look a bit dewy, glowy in like my T-zone area under my eyes, but that usually happens to me throughout the day because I did put a little bit of powder on but nothing too much because I don't generally like it. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's wearing. I think my skin looks really good. So yeah, at the moment it's faring up very well. So it's the end of the day now and I've been wearing the foundation for many hours, but I think really it looks really
quite good at the end of the day, seeing as I have been wearing it for a long time. I do look a little bit more shiny than I did first thing this morning when I applied it, and it's obviously come off in like the main area, so on my chin, around my nose, but generally like the coverage is still quite good. My skin, I think, looks okay. It's just before I'm going to be taking off my makeup before bed, so I think it looks okay actually. It's fared quite well.
So if you haven't guessed already, the foundation is getting a big thumbs up from me. I love the texture, I love the way it looks on my skin. It just fits really well into what I want from a foundation. So if you too, like me, like hydration, kind of a radiant finish result and want it to be lightweight and comfortable, you might like it too. So I'll leave all the links down below to where you can get more info, where you can buy it, and as well I'll try and find a swatch post and link that down below so you can kind of see the shades. If you need any help or have any questions, leave them down below as well. Even if it's trying to find a shade, because there's 22, so if you want any help, leave a comment down below and I will do my best to help you. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that foundation. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to give it a like if you did, and also subscribe if you're new. And don't forget as well to come back next week to see me reviewing a brand new product. If you want to leave any comments down below on what you'd like that to be, please do, and I will try and get my hands on it. So yeah, that's it. I'm not going to ramble anymore, and I will see you next week.